Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. My name is Maggie, and this is Moon Directed. Welcome to the channel where we work with the energies of the moon to see how we can best utilize them to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today, we're going to cover the week of December 28th through January 3rd, and I want to wish you all a Happy New Year. And I actually have some exciting news here this morning. The dragons asked that I channel messages from them for you. I'm a little nervous because usually when I channel, I like to do that before I get on camera, but they asked me to do it on camera. So we're going to start with that, and then we'll get into the weekly reading. All right, let's see what we have here. So this is their energy for 2021. This is what they want you to focus on. This is what they want you to utilize to empower yourself as you move through the energy of this year. This year's energy is going to be very intense. Oh gosh, that's a great word. Okay, so it's going to be intense. There's a lot of change. 2021 is a 5 year, and that's a year of change. So there's going to be a lot of change. So they wanted you to be prepared for it, to know that it was coming, and what can you do to prepare yourself for it. And so the card you have is actually it's a fellow fire sign. It's the 4. It is actually called power. So this is the energy of the Emperor. It is Mars in Aries energy. Mars is currently in Aries, which is in a fellow fire sign for you. That is in your 5th house, your 9th house of connection to spirit. So I feel like the power that you're going to be gathering is going to come through as you strengthen your relationship with spirit. And so taking time every day to connect to the divine through your solar plexus. Like using that, your power center. And so visualizing, oh my gosh, okay, that's beautiful. All right, so visualizing that you are swallowing like a huge light, like the sun, and that it rests and resides in your solar plexus, which is right above the belly button, and that you feel it just expand and pulsate in and out. And every time, it's sort of like, okay, so it's like a muscle. It's like a muscle. The more that you utilize it, the more you visualize it, the stronger it becomes, and the more your energy, which you are represented by the sun, will you will step into your own power, your own personal power. And the other card that came out is look for messages. So stepping into your personal power and becoming more tuned with spirit. Where are these messages coming from? Okay, so they're going to be coming in nature, but also they said to look for things that have dragons on it and see what that means to you. Wow, okay. So I have to tell you that a few years ago I started in meditation regularly seeing a dragon's eye, and that led me to, oh, that's interesting, and that led me to the Sophia code, the dragon tribe, Kaya Ra. So she's actually on YouTube, so you could check it out. And also, I bought the book before she was on YouTube. I bought the book. That has some has some very empowering codexes in it that she also meets once a month. Oh, I can't recommend her enough. To help you to step into your personal power through the healing and through awakening the codes that are already encoded in your DNA, but waking them up and activating them. And so, wow. Okay, so anything else? Okay, they're pulling their energy back. So, okay, wow, that is pretty cool. So, so you are being invited in to take advantage of that opportunity to work with the dragons and the Sophia dragon tribe. And I can't invite anybody enough into that. That has been amazing. So I'm going to highly recommend that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the energy for this week. I have to drink some water. the energy of the dragons is so powerful. When they said they were going to do this, I'm like, okay. Okay, so a couple of things I do want to talk about while I'm shuffling up the cards for you for this week. I have a live that I do on Monday nights. And for those of you, my friends in Australia, it is at 11:30 a.m. on Tuesdays. It's because you have a 15-hour time difference. So 15? I don't know. Anyways, it's 11:30. I used a calculator online, so I'm sure about the time. So 11:30 a.m. in Sydney, and so I don't know if Australia has more than one time zone. So check that out. But it's 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. We get together and we pull cards. And so on the 28th or the 29th, if you're in Australia, is going to be the New Year's edition. And so I'm going to pull cards for health, wealth, love, and destiny for each of the signs. And then whoever's in the chat, usually I end after an hour and a half, but I'm willing to stay late and pull cards for anybody that shows up and stays in the chat until I get to the end of the reading, because that's when I pull cards for individuals, and I will pull for each individual that is still there your health, wealth, love, and destiny cards for 2021 going forward. So if you want to show up and kind of hang out and have that opportunity to get a little insight, like a mini private reading right there, is the way to do it. Okay, so my gift to you guys to help you get started on the right track moving forward into 2021, apparently big year of challenges and change. So that is the one thing. And then the other thing is on January 9th, I start my course, and it is very affordable. It's only $132 for 6 months, but I had a couple people hit me up and ask if we could not break that up into payments because January is tough after the. So yes. So if you send me an email, we'll work out a payment plan on that. It'll either be 3 payments of 44 or 4 payments of 33. I think whatever works for you can be fine, but I need to know ahead of time what we're doing. So hit me up. That's at moondirected@gmail.com. And the course is called Discovering Your Destiny. We're going to work with your personal chart to see where your superpowers are. What is it that you came here to learn? And what gifts did you come in? Because our astrological charts are our blueprints. And then over the course of the 6 months, we are going to work with those energies at each of the cycles of the moon, and to help you to navigate this year of change, to help you to grow and figure out what it is, where you are and where you're going. I love that people come to me for personal readings, but I think it's really important that everybody understands that we are all intuitive and we can all do what I do. And so this is an opportunity to really dig into your chart a little and figure out how to connect with spirit and be able to do this for yourself, So come and join me. I expect it'll be a lot of fun. And there is a little short video on it, like 4.5 minutes. I can't even believe I can do a 4.5-minute video, but I did. And it is on my channel page. So go and check that out. And it's called Discovering Your Destiny. And if you're interested, send me an email. All right, let's get into... I didn't mean to look at that, but it's nice. All right, let's get into your reading for the week. So we start out with the moon in Gemini on Monday. And the moon in Gemini for you, Leo, is in your 11th house. So it's very public. It's your communications arena, really, kind of, because Gemini likes to be chatty and curious and interested. So that is the arena where all your friends are, your large groups. If you work for a large corporation or something like that, that energy will be up in there. And so, but because of the phase of the moon, we have a full moon happening on the 29th. Well, depending where you are in the world. So it's in the United States, it's on the 29th. And so this day before, this is the part where you set your you take some action toward this thing that you're trying to complete. It's full moon in Cancer. And full moon in Cancer, it's an 18-month cycle, so it's where you planted your seeds of intention in July or late June of 2018. No, 2019. So 2019. So think back a little bit, and what were you really focusing on, and what can you take another action step toward finalizing, wrapping up, so you can take it to the next stage. And so what you have here for guidance is you have the Crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. Oh my goodness, the light. So I'm recording, and it isn't quite daylight yet. So I have way too many lights on. Oh, there you go. There's the Crane. Okay, so it's the sand crane. And you know what's really cool is the other day I was listening to, oh gosh, maybe it was Mark Hangman. But I could hear where he was sitting outside. I could hear the cranes in the background flying by, and I was laughing. I'm like, oh, there's some sand cranes, and they were so loud. And the other day, I was just sitting here, and I heard a pair of them fly by, and they made up for life. And so this partnership that you're coming into, it could be business, it could be personal, but it's something that you've really dreamed about. Because Cancer season is always for you, your 12th house. And it's a nurturing mother, loving yourself energy. And so this looks to be a very supportive, nurturing phase that you'll be stepping into. And so welcome in and invite it in. Speaking of welcoming and inviting in, so when you write down your new moon, your full moon intentions, it is about being willing to forgive and let go of and release to the universe anything that no longer serves you. And so taking some time to do that, and maybe on Monday or Tuesday, going ahead and burning that and releasing it and letting it go. Because the cards that you have that came in for that new moon, that full moon in Cancer, it's happening at 8 degrees at 53 minutes. So if you have a point in your chart, particularly if it's in water, so that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or if it's in a cardinal sign, so Libra, Capricorn, Aries, or Cancer, anything that's within like 1 to 15 degrees, but the closer it is to that 8 degrees, the more intense it'll be. That's where you're going to feel this energy coming through. So knowing your chart is very helpful. The guidance you have on this is that it is a time for healing, and nothing will come of the situation. And so this is about releasing and letting go of something that's not working. And I just really want to say, if you're entering a new and beneficial partnership, you have to let go of the one you're in that's not working, or the aspect of the one that you're in that is not working. Sometimes what it is being able to let go and forgive something that happened way back when, and you're dragging that stuff forward. And every time you guys get into a disagreement, it's brought back up, and that doesn't allow it to heal and move on. So it is once and for all saying, okay, that I'm letting that go, fresh, clean slate, new year. I mean, coming on the 29th, that's an opportunity to really clear the slate out and let things go and move forward. And this morning, I had a different deck pulled out to use for additional guidance, and Mother Mary came in, and she really wanted to be part of this New Year celebration reading, and she has blessings. Oh, blessings. Cancer is that divine mother nurturing energy. And so it says, today I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice that new gifts that come to me from God. And so I think the new gift will be the new aspect of, or the new partnership. And again, business or personal, I don't know. Could be friendship, because it's up in your 11th house. 12th house, though, is also about philosophies and long-held beliefs and dreams and long-term goals. And so, look for the messages this year. Look for the guidance. Something coming in doesn't mean tomorrow. And in order to allow it to come in, there has to be space. You have to clear space, right? If you consider that you have this, let's say you have a storage unit for all of your memories. And hopefully it's not a... I was married to a guy who had 3 30 by 15 storage units. I mean, talk about what? And then the backyard looked like, Sanford and Son. And I was like, you can't, no. You have 3 storage units, make it work. So you have to release and clear space out to allow things to come in, right? So get yourself a little 10 by 10 or 5 by 5 instead of 3 15 by 30s, and start releasing things that you don't need anymore that hold you back. And count the blessings of the things that you put in. Say, this is a blessing, so I'm keeping this. This is a blessing, I'm keeping this. This was a blessing, but I no longer need it, so I'm going to release that to someone else. And you do that with your memories, you do that with your physical things, but creating space to allow the energy to shift and to change as you move through this year. So, dream time is going to be super important. I can't tell you how many messages I got about pay attention to your dreams. And when I look at the energy of where the moon is, it comes into in Cancer. It's in a trine with Neptune up in Pisces, and especially for you, since Cancer is your 12th house arena, especially if you're Cancer rising, really focusing in on what kind of messages are you receiving in your dreams, because it says to look for messages. It says to look for messages. Can you even see that card? Okay, so look for messages in your dreams. Look for them in your thoughts. Look for them on the roadside. Look for them on billboards and magazines, whatever you come in contact with. Listen to them in songs. Okay, songs. So listen for what resonates, and you think, okay, yeah, no, that's right. And so that should be helpful. And then we have the Holy Spirit. To me, the Holy Spirit is you. That is your higher self. Sometimes it feels like the energy of Metatron, but this definitely feels like the energy of your higher self. So when that moon moves into Leo, which it does at 1:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States, it's going to end up in opposition to Saturn and Jupiter over there in Aquarius. And it's going to square off with the energy of Uranus, which rules Aquarius, that's in Taurus. And it's going to come into a trine, a very supportive energy with the healing energy that is needed from Chiron in Aries. And so your higher self, which is always working to manifest for you, which is always trying to give you the right opportunities, as a matter of noticing them and accepting them. Your higher self is you. Your Holy Spirit is you. Your spirit is so much larger than you are even aware of, most people. I mean, I can't even visualize it because it's so massive. Somebody explained it as trying to squeeze a great big massive giant into an ant. Like the energy of the giant into an ant. Like and how tight and uncomfortable that is. And so inside our body we feel very confined, but when we tap into our Holy Spirit, our higher self, we find that we recognize how much power we really have. And so you have the Holy Spirit. It says expect miracles. Remember that only love is real and miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Well, this is going to be an intense day. All right, Leo. So I'm being asked to tell you there are 2 energies. And there's the energy of love and the energy of fear. So anger, resentment, jealousy, annoyance, all those things actually come from the energy of fear. And joy and happiness and hope, and they come from the energy of love and faith and trust. And so you're being asked to Release the fear energies. That's what needs to be cleared out. Counting your blessings allows you to stay in the energy of love. Love for self first. And when you do that, this year could end up being very miraculous for you. So this week, though, it says expect miracles. And on Friday, there's so much energy of self-motivation. And on Saturday, that moon in Leo is going to trine with Venus in Sagittarius, and it's going to trine with Mars in Aries. This is divine masculine and divine feminine in the heart space, because the moon is like the heart space. It's your emotional energy. So when you love all the pieces and the parts of you, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and you find the balance in yourself of giving and receiving in balance, when you open yourself up to the gifts of the universe through counting your blessings and staying in the higher vibrational energy, they will flow in. That's very cool. And to finish out the week, you have the dragonfly. Dragonfly to me is spiritual advancement, transformation. A butterfly is things that you manifest here in the 3D world, but when I see a dragonfly, that is spiritual transformation. And so the moon is going to move into Virgo at 8:13 p.m. on Saturday night. So the energy on Sunday is in Virgo. And so we have the sun in Capricorn, an earth sign. And we have Uranus in Taurus, an earth sign. And we have the moon in Virgo, another earth sign. And those three earth signs together, and they're very loosely trine. They're very, it's not a super tight trine like the fire trine that we had of the moon and Venus and Mars, but this is about sudden enlightenment. This is about brainstorming, thinking outside of the box. But because you had the dragonfly show up, I feel like it's about sudden downloads and insight in regards to your spirituality. So make some time on Sunday. Make an appointment on Sunday the 3rd to sit down and think about what you want for the future this year coming up, and in creating your plan, weave in there an appointment with Spirit. So either you get together with Spirit once a week on Sundays and you journal for a half hour, or you practice daily gratitude when you wake up in the morning, or as you go to bed, or while you're in the shower. Whatever it is, make a plan. There's going to be a need for to make it part of the plan, because so many things will be coming at us really fast this year that people I don't think they're going to be ready for, because we've had such a slow year that now anything is going to feel super fast. And I don't know that it's going to be as fast as it seems, but it's going to feel very quick. Not so much in January, but when we get to February. So creating that routine will help to develop that. So have the meeting. Plan the meetings out. So you guys have some amazing, amazing energy for 2021. If you would like to know more about your health, wealth, love, and destiny, show up 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, U.S., 11:30 a.m. Sydney time, and there is calculators online if you want to know where you are. So, but this year, it's about empowering yourself and looking for the signs and the signals along the way to navigate, count your blessings, and expect the miracles, because they're definitely on their way. All right. You guys have a great week. Have a great 2021. And I hope to see you really soon, like in a couple hours. We'll take care.